Hi friends, do you know what 2021 will bring us? A lot of people are asking the same question, but today I will give you 7 things that may happen and what are expected for 2021. But things that our economic experts are stating, scientific and political figures are stating, but not only that, but we also listen to what God is saying. What are the spiritual leaders saying will come for 2021? And so, if you heard a lot of Christian, God fearing people, what they are saying 2021 will bring us. So, stay tuned. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. So, in this video, I will tell you 7 things that will happen this year in 2021. But I can give you a big list, of course, of all the things that may happen. But are you aware, but do you know that what people said will happen may not happen? Because who is in control? God is in control. So a lot of things that people are predicting may not come true because God is the final judge. He will be the final one who will decide what will happen. So like I said before, I will tell you 7 things of what will happen next in 2021. But we will see what those things will come true or not, because the final decision will be from God. God is the one who has everything in control, and He's the one who will decide what will happen and what will not happen. Okay, number one. The number one thing that people are stating may happen in 2021 are food shortages. There was a big sign about a big commotion about UN was stating that 2021 will be terrible. There'll be a big famine coming, a famine of biblical proportions. That's what they said. UN is stating there'll be a lot of food shortages due to a lot of things coming together in 2020 in the pandemic when it happened. So that will bring consequences. 2021 may have a lot of things, a lot of countries will have a famine of biblical proportions, according to them. Number two, there is experts who are stating 2021 will bring a huge housing crush. It will happen because a lot of people are moving these days. They're moving from big cities to little towns, and the housing market can't hold all the people that are moving. So imagine a big city like San Francisco, like Los Angeles. What will happen to them when a lot of people are moving? Who will support the renters? Who will support the infrastructure? So they're predicting for this year, for 2021, that there'll be a market crash, there'll be a housing crash, and especially with a stimulus check not anywhere on the horizon, a lot of people are losing their businesses, which means if you lost your business, are you able to pay for your house? Probably not. So that's what they're saying. There'll be a big housing crisis. So number three is kind of goes hand in hand with number two. It has to do with COVID, with restrictions, with a lot of things shutting down. So since the COVID is spreading, there's a lot of more going on. People are stating that due to COVID, with many shutdowns, with many restrictions, that's why the businesses will go out of business. That's why there'll be a lot of economic problems. That brings us to number four. Goes same with the number two and three. Number four is bankruptcy. So everything we already talked about, the people unable to pay for their housing, people are unable to have their businesses open, all the shutdowns will bring bankruptcy in mass. People will start bankrupting, which will bring to economic collapse. The bank system will fall. Imagine a lot of people are bankrupts. So what will happen? That will be unexpectedly crazy for sure for 2021, and that would lead to a dollar crash, the economic collapse. Number 5, there'll be more violence, more upset people, more civil unrest, and more crimes due to homelessness, due to bankruptcy, due to everything we already discussed. That will bring more upset people, more violence on the streets, which, especially nowadays when they're talking about defunding the police, what will that happen then? How will you feel safe in your neighborhood walking around when people are upset and running around with food shortages, with bankruptcy, and everything else going on? How will people feel? Number 6, natural disasters. There's a lot of predictions that next year, 2021, will have a lot of disasters coming. We're not going to mention the earthquakes, the tsunamis, all the other things, the possibility of a big asteroid hitting this earth. We already discussed that in the past videos. My interesting point here is that the person who's in charge of, he's watching the skies and he's watching all the things that are happening in the whole solar system. He's the one who's in charge of it. For some reason, he was invited to the White House and he was given a big bonus. Something he said, whatever he said, they gave him a big bonus of millions of dollars that he's getting paid now. So there was something that he saw in the skies that may bring a big destruction. But they're keeping it quiet because they don't want to panic the people. So number 6 is destruction from natural causes. Earthquakes, a lot of earthquakes will bring tsunamis. There's an asteroid, there's a planet that's circling our planet. I'm not sure if you heard or if you saw the 2 moon and the 2 sun phenomenon. If you saw those pictures, the 2 sun, if you haven't, Google it, you'll see. It started in June and it keeps reappearing. So if that's another planet that's already circling our Earth, what will happen if something happens and it hits it? Of course, I'm not afraid. Are you afraid? No. It's all in control of God. God has everything in control. So that was number 6. And our final, and number 7, is COVID. Do you think just because they're thinking of making vaccines, it will all just go away and everything will just get back to normal and we will live our own happy lives? Well, think again. They already are talking about restrictions for the 2021 year. They're stating the same restrictions apply that we had in 2020 will apply for 2021 as well. Masks, 6 feet distancing, all kinds of limitations, all kinds of capacity limitations, all kinds of travel bans and restrictions. So everything we had in 2020, it will go the whole year of 2021. At least that's what they're stating on the national level. Because vaccines may not solve everything like we are hoping. They may actually make things worse. And some experts state that they will make everything worse. So here are the 7 things that may happen in 2021. Like I said earlier, God is in control and God has everything in his power. He may change everything at the last minute and things will may happen differently. So everything that we're talked about, it could all turn differently, especially since Christians are praying and they're wondering how everything will turn out. But If you pray to God and you ask Him what 2021 will be, what does your heart tell you inside of yourself? Does it tell you that everything will go back to normal? Does it tell you that 2020 is just a history? It will be in history and 2021 will be much better? Or do you have some doubts? Because God's prophets and people who know God, they're stating that the next 7 years will be worse. You know why? Because think about it. Has our Christian people got better in 2020? Did we all get more Christian-like? Did we all get more spiritual? Did our country repent and started being more on a Christian side? Did we repent of all the laws that we made about abortions and everything else? Did our country repent? Did the whole world repent? Are they all not doing sin? They're not sinning anymore? Is this what you're saying? Oh yes, it will all go back to normal now. We're good, right? Well, God is judging our land. He is sending distractions and problems so people would repent. And that's why I'm saying 2021 will not get better. It may get much, much worse. I know we wish it would be better, but looking at everything that's going on around us, all the prophecies and all the things that people are stating, it will not. So all we can do is pray, repent, and hope that God will help us no matter what happens this next 2021 year and the next 7 years to go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and God bless you.